So it has been a minute. We took about a month off of filming, but I promise it was for a good reason because Amelia and I
got married.
We had our wedding out in Montana in the middle of June, and while we wanted to share with you guys all the news and everything like that, we did keep that weekend more on the private side just because it was all of our closest family and friends, and we typically try to keep some personal things to ourselves still, but now that the wedding is done, we can share all of the news and the good times with you guys. And it was such a beautiful weekend.
It was.
Really worked out, and we lucked out with weather because it snowed last week there, and it snowed the Wednesday before our wedding. So we really rolled the dice, but it all worked out, and now, husband and wife.
Now he's got a ring on his finger.
Really cool story about this one. I actually melted my grandfather's ring on my dad's side and my great-grandfather's ring on my mom's side together and used the gold there to make this ring. So very special and just another neat little touch of that day. But we're back and we have some crazy things coming up in a future video, but
we promised the channel didn't go away. We got a ton of messages being like, did you guys stop making videos or anything? We just couldn't catch up, couldn't catch a breath for the last 3 weeks, but now we're back. We're ready to get to all of the yard work we have waiting for us and just get back to Michigan. I don't know.
It's not all going to be yard work. Give us like a video or two to catch up on some things, and then we have a huge surprise coming, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to jump into this video. Thank you all for being here and for being with us, and we hope you have had a large previous month.
Yeah, hope you've had a large June.
Well, we are back from our wedding. We got married.
Woohoo!
It was absolutely the most amazing weekend, and we'll share a bunch of pictures and stuff like that with you guys. But since we're back, we have to get straight to work. Our yard is a mess. We were gone for 3 weeks, and it looks like we were gone for 3 years. So today is going to be all about cleaning up our place. We are having somebody come by to look at planting a couple trees or just talking about it. And then we have to go over to the log cabin and do a bunch of yard work there because it's even worse. So we're gonna be on the tractor with the brush hog, on the zero turn, getting things cleaned up and looking nice because that is a rental house. So we have to get it turned over for the new renter coming tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy day, but it's raining this morning and should be sun out later this afternoon. So it's gonna be great.
Good morning. If you can hear and see behind me, they are doing some work along the electric lines. So we just had the tree guy come by, so Connor's gonna tell you about that, but I wanna apologize if it's really loud in this video.
Amelia might have mentioned it, but we did just have a tree guy come out here, and he thinks anywhere from like 8 to 10 northern spruces would grow into a pretty nice perimeter around the cabin. But we wanted to at least have him out here to see accessibility-wise what he was thinking, and all should be good there. We're gonna get some stuff done around here. We have to go and work at the log cabin, but we still want to take care of our property. We did a lot of mowing yesterday, so it at least looks a little more tame. But now we're gonna work on the front yard. We have 2 hemlocks right there in the front, and we have a ton of rocks around the property, and some of them are even all kind of like piled up for us already. So we're gonna make a little flower bed around the hemlocks just to make it look landscaped and not so natural. We want a nice mix of the two. I don't know the best way to describe it, but we'll just kind of keep doing things without changing too much and hope it looks pretty.
Hold on, look at that ring.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
That ring. Pretty cool.
Woohoo! So those are where the trees are gonna go, but because they have all this massive machinery and it is very loud at our place, it's going to be very hard to film. So Connor and I just decided we're gonna go over to the log cabin with you guys and start cleaning up that property because it should be much quieter, easier to talk to you guys, and we can kind of get stuff done. Our property is almost on the like designing side where the log cabin needs just a ton of work. The brush hog is all loaded onto the tractor, so Connor's going to use that and meet me over by the orchard. I'm going to take the weed whacker and trim around the orchard trees because it is a jungle over there. So I'm in the truck driving over there because there's way too many things for me to carry for me to get over there with everything. So the truck it is. Okay, as you can see, this place is completely overgrown, so I'm going to tackle each tree, get around it, and hopefully it looks a little bit better. And then Connor's going to come in with the brush hog and totally hear all of the sound. The funniest part is you can't even find Barkley. You see him? He's right there. There. Hi, buddy. That's how thick it is. Jeez. Hi, Bark. It's a little thick, huh, buddy? You can't really see, but I did all those trees and my hands are shaking because of the machine. It's quite heavy. But now let's go tackle 20 more trees. Oh my god, I have dirt everywhere.
Amelia's been doing great with the weed eater going around these trees. I'm gonna come in here with the tractor and the brush hog now. There is a zero turn for the orchard here, but the problem is this real like stringy, stemmy stuff. The zero turn doesn't cut very well. So we're gonna come with the tractor first and then I can come in here with the zero turn after and finish it up. It's easy to do once it's maintained, but it's just been 3 weeks and this stuff is way too tall. So I'm gonna do that. She's gonna keep weeding in and around the trees. It's going well. I got all of the roads complete. For the most part, it looks good. So we're getting there.
It's looking better.
Getting there, getting there. Yeah, good job.
Well, it is 2 o'clock. We started at 11, so that's a lot of good work. The orchard looks amazing, pretty much finished. There's just some few pass-throughs we need to do, but the rest of the property also needs like a zero turn mow, but I think it was a good start to today. It's gonna rain, so that's kind of why we stopped. We have some things to do this afternoon, so productive morning.
Okay, we're headed back to our place. We got majority of it done. We could still use another hour or two getting like it looking really nice, but this is good enough start for now. We can come back in the morning. They have a renter coming tomorrow. We have somebody that actually mows like around the cabin itself. That way that's always nice for renters, just in case we're out of town like we were. So it's been good. Productive day. Glad you were such a trooper. I know you hate the weed eater as much as I do, but those
Smacks
trees,
you in the face and it's heavy.
yeah, it's heavy. It wears you out pretty quickly. So we're gonna go have some lunch, get some stuff done at our place. We'll see you guys at our cabin. Good morning. It's a new day here. Amelia is out running some errands for a few hours and I'm gonna get to work on our place here. This section right here underneath these 2 hemlock trees never gets any sun, so I don't think anything's really gonna grow here. And what we're gonna do is take some of these large stones, make a little like sectioned off area here, and then use a lot of the mulch and dirt that we have in the back to come and spread this out and make it just like a mulch bed. Maybe we'll plant flowers next year, but for this year we just want it to look like intentional. And yeah, that's the plan right now. So I got a wheelbarrow, I can get some rocks, and then we'll do some mulch paper and mulch and dirt and see what we can make it look like. If we get really, really far, we're gonna till some of this area here and throw down grass seed because plenty of sun for grass to grow. We just know it's never gonna grow under these trees. So I'm gonna get to work. Barkley's gonna be hanging out with me outside this morning and hopefully we can make it look pretty nice at the end. Step 1 of the project is done. I went and found enough rocks in our yard to come and make this big half circle all the way up to the staircase over there. One thing that we like about this project is the fact that it's virtually free. We already have the underlayment paper from the fire pit last year. The rocks you just have to go out and find. And then we have tons of mulch and wood chips that we can at least use for a base layer. And then if we want to add like a decorative mulch on top, we can do that later. So now I'm going to work on the fabric, get it all lined up, maybe till a little bit of the areas that need some help. And we'll see what it looks like whenever that's done. I've used all the underlayment that we had, which actually got us pretty far. The last little bits, I do have a bunch of large cardboard that I've kept over the past few weeks with boxes and different packages. So we're gonna use cardboard for the rest of it. And then once we get all that down, we'll start shoveling some dirt on top and see if we can smooth it out and make it look nice. It's been a couple hours. I did 4 wheelbarrows worth of mulch. Realized that was going to take me all day long and kill my back. So instead, I went to the shop, got the tractor, and now we're going to whip this out pretty quickly. Amelia's home from her errands, so she's going to help me rake it out, and I'm going to start dumping loads of wood chip and mulch over the underlayment.
I didn't miss raking though, that's for sure. These projects get me so excited because we just got to put our personal touch on them, like we've said before to you guys, and just both of us visioning something together and then making it happen is just so fun. And I'm so excited to see how this one turns out. It's already looking really good, but you know, I'm excited to hide all the cardboard. It is looking so good. I think Connor scooped maybe about 10. He's gonna go scoop 3 or 4 more just so we can kind of make it go in a gradual decline for runoff and also fill in some of the gaps that we missed just to cover, I guess, I don't know, I'm gonna call it the carpet, just so things don't grow from under. They still will, but we wanna prevent it as long as we can with all the effort we're putting in, so. Getting there. I think it looks really good. If you guys like it, please comment. We are working our booties off and I'm sweating, so the encouragement is always needed. I also decided I'm going to take a little seat while Connor scoops the other 3 or 4 just so we both can rake this time. Not that he was taking the easy way out. He knows how to work the tractor way better than I do and I was just getting after it, but I'm just gonna sit here while he scoops those and enjoy the progress. Okay, I think he did 4 more scoops, and just watching him do that, it is so nice having the tractor, but just knowing that he was trying to do it with a wheelbarrow, I can only imagine how much effort that was taking, but how little you're getting done. So thank goodness for the bucket on the tractor. That is making it so much better, and again, we're using our wood chips for another purpose. It's perfect. Is it better with the tractor?
Oh, yeah. Well, I always knew it was going to be better, but I was like, oh, we'll give it a shot with the wheelbarrow, and no, that was not happening. Still took, what, like 10 buckets full on the tractor and probably an hour of moving it, and that would have been 100 with the wheelbarrow, and my back would have been toast.
So far, it's looking really good.
It's looking great. I'm happy with it.
That's good. It was a lot of effort.
Yeah. For one day's work, I'd say it looks pretty good. We could go all out and plant some stuff in here, but it is mostly shaded throughout the day, so we'd have to figure out what kind of shade plants would survive there. It at least looks semi-landscaped and not so overgrown like it was before. So if you know of any shade plants that would survive in northern Michigan climate, I think we're zoned like 6A or 6B, I'm not entirely sure, but either way, shade plants that look good and deer resistant would be a huge benefit, but I know there's not many of those, so leave it down in the comments, we'll figure it out later.